You are the perfect person for this because on occasion,
Max.
while we are having a conversation here on the show, I will say something out loud and just say to Chris, write that down.
Yeah.
It sounds like a great
Sounds like a fantasy name.
fantasy team name.
Yeah.
We have compiled 8 of them.
Great.
We have made a bracket, and you will choose which one advances in sort of NCAA tournament style.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Here we go. The Rich Eisen Show fantasy football team name for this fall of 2018 is about to be decided by Paul Rudd. Do we have music for this, Mike Del Tifo? Very good. All right, Chris, what's the first bracket for Paul Rudd
the
here?
first matchup, Paul, is Dolan Wormhole against Great Big Boban Ass.
Okay. So Dolan Wormhole is what I go down every time I bitch about James Dolan of the Knicks. I can't get out of it.
Yeah.
And then Boban is, the 7'5" center of the Clippers. When Susie and I were sitting courtside, we could not see when he was checking in the game because we saw Great Big Boban Ass in front of us.
Right.
Which one do you think is a better fantasy team name that could advance? You need to put it back up again, Dolan?
Yes, I think I like the Wormhole one more, only because I'm not a fan of profanity in the name.
Okay, Dolan Wormhole advances.
Dolan
Okay, then
Wormhole.
advances.
Dolan Wormhole
Okay,
moves
Chris.
on.
I think like you could nix the ass and just go with Great Big Boban. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's workshopping it. But that's Dolan Wormhole.
But of those
advancing.
two, I say
Chris Brockman.
Okay. All right, Dolan Wormhole moves on. Next up, Hockley Watermark against Premature Horning.
Ooh.
You never want to go premature horning,
Now,
obviously.
that's after, obviously, Notre Dame
Great.
Heisman Trophy winner Paul Horning.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And of course Ed Hockley.
Of course.
I think I like the cryptic nature of premature
horning. So Ed Hockley Watermark, which was we created a fake retirement letter for Ed Hockley when he announced his retirement, and people actually bought it. It went viral. Out. Premature horning is in.
Wow, I think we have our first upset,
So
think.
premature horning against.
Look, I love Ed Hockley, and that
Against
guy
Dolan
is
Wormhole
jacked.
in the Final
but
Four.
come
Okay,
on.
let's go to the other side of the bracket.
Okay.
We have Ignorant Piss Merchant against Deep Loggins.
Deep Loggins, because Kenny, we noticed, did the Caddyshack song and Top Gun.
Yeah.
So we decided to go Deep Loggins on that.
Oh, well, not only that, Caddyshack 2.
That's what caused us to go Deep Loggins.
Yes, Caddyshack.
Okay,
Nobody's
so, so it's Deep Loggins.
And that song was, you remember the song?
What was that again?
Nobody's fool.
What?
Nobody's fool.
Nobody's fool.
I'm digging in and nobody's fool. Yeah. You like making it rough on me, babe, don't you?
So Deep Loggins is your
Not
choice.
too much to analyze.
Deep Loggins.
I gotta go Deep Loggins.
Okay, and the last
All right.
one?
And the last matchup here, we have Touch of the Vermeil against Thor's Power Gym.
Well, as a Chiefs fan,
Yes.
this one isn't even a question.
A touch of the Vermeil.
Just a touch of the Vermeil.
That's when you choke up about something. You get a touch of the Vermeil.
Yeah, just
So that's what we
just
say.
a touch. Or if you're ordering a specialty wine,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you go, you know what? I'm just gonna have a touch of the Vermeil.
Okay, down to the Final Four now.
Okay.
Okay, the Final Four. We have Dolan Wormhole
versus
against Premature Horning.
And Deep Loggins versus Touch of the Vermeil.
Oh.
Who advances out
Well,
of each one to the final?
So I've got to choose between.
Dolan Wormhole and Premature Horning
All right, I would say Premature Horning advances there.
against. Oh, that's a tough choice.
Oh,
Deep
God,
Loggins
this
versus
is
Touch of the
Sophie's
Vermeil.
choice.
Touch of the Vermeil.
What is it? What'd you call it?
I said this is Sophie's choice between Deep Loggins and Touch of the Vermeil. Oh God! You know what?
Yeah.
This is one where I've just got to go hometown on this one because I'm a bigger fan of Dick Vermeil than I am of Kenny Loggins.
And Touch of the Vermeil
So
advances.
I'm just going to do it. So just Touch of the Vermeil.
And that's is that your
And
winner?
I'm sorry because Deep Loggins is a great name.
Well, you can use that for your.
Yeah, use that.
I would even use. No, I'm not going to use that. That's taken. That's like
No, if well,
That's like putting on your stepdad's clothes. I'm gonna, or I should say, it's like the stepdad putting on the original dad's clothes. I'm gonna say, I mean, look, if it was between Deep Loggins, oh, never mind. I can't even forget. I forgot
So,
what I was
what do
going to think.
so it's Paul Hornung versus Touch of the Vermeil. What?
premature
See, I think it should be
against
between deep. I think it gets down to between Deep Loggins.
He has a problem with the seedings.
No, I don't. So now, do I have to choose between
premature
Yeah,
Horning
premature
and Touch of
Horning
the
and Touch
Vermeil?
of the
Look, the
Vermeil,
team, your fantasy team is going to be Touch of the Vermeil.
Oh yeah. And an avatar's got to be him choked up, right?
Yes, of course, a cry.
Touch of the Vermeil.
Yeah, or a bottle of his wine.
That's
You
good.
can choose
You'd
your logo.
appreciate that. So how about this? Why don't you take Deep Loggins for your fantasy team this fall?
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I got too many things. I'm thinking keto acidosis. I got a bunch. I'm making a list of my own. I don't want to give them all away.
Okay, no.
Do you remember the first one? The one we played years ago, Rich? Do you remember the first?
No, I forget which one was it.
When we first started, it was Tastes Like Chicken.
That's
That was my team.
that was Taste Like Chicken. I do remember that on the NFL Network Celebrity
That's right.
Fantasy.
The first year.
That's right. Taste Like Chicken to Touch of the Vermeil. We've seen it all, man.
Yeah.
We've
You
seen it all.
know, I saw like the story behind Tastes Like Chicken is a very funny one.
It is.
But I don't know if it's really appropriate for this for the show.
So you're working blue with Taste Like Chicken?
It just when what made me think of it really made me laugh, and I'll tell you after. Sorry, it's terrible to do to tease up like that and then not say why.
No, that's all right. Well, you'll tell me, and then I'll pass it along.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.